Hindi Chini bye bye. The statement means Indians and Chinese are brothers. This statement was very famous during the time of 1950s and 60s. But why we are now here saying that China is using defense against us? You can see that Indians are using many of the Chinese, cheaper electronic items fondly, and they are also using the Chinese cuisine in all the Indian street foods, which are very famous during night times in India, and during night time in Kali temples of West Bengal, they are using noodles as a prasad to their people. And in even in China, they are calling Modi as Lacosian. Lacosian means a weird habit, unique, charismatic leader. Uh, who's having good policies, who's going to be stay long in politics because of his unique political actions and tendencies. So, this is the statement that was given by the Chinese reporter who has said that he hasn't had such statements from the Chinese citizens against any of the any of the world leaders in his entire 20 years career. So, this is how Indian and Chinese people are seeing each other. But why, as a government as a whole, China is creating very tense situation against India? Um, why the inferior situation, or else what is the motive behind China's aggression against India? Let's see in this video. First of all, the very important point, why they are targeting Arunachal Pradesh area as theirs. India is sharing 3,488 kilometer with China, and in west with Jammu Kashmir, Tibet, and Xinjiang, and in central with Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand, and in east with the famous Arunachal Pradesh, along with Bambla, Lola, uh, and Asafila, and this is the area that is covering 90,000 square kilometer, where China is interested in that area, saying that Indian region is their region. They constructed a map saying that the what Indian map saying theirs is not theirs, but it is us. So why they are specifically interested in Arunachal Pradesh? We can see that Arunachal Pradesh is a very sensitive area where they believe that Indian government might deploy the air missiles and military forces against them at any time. So that's why they are deploying all the railway lines, and they have constructed many, many dams in this river called as Sangha, and that is before entering India, it is called as Sango, and after entering, it is called as Brahmaputra. They have constructed many dams in this river, and they can use it as a geopolitical weapon against India at any time. What weapon they can start against us at any time soon, and they can see that there is a cultural threat of China that is there in. One of the particular tribe residing there. So the particular tribe is very, very cultural Tibetan people. They can use democratic violence against Chinese government at any time, so that they are constructing all those things dependent on them. So people in that region will not voice over the opinion anytime soon. The people of Arunachal Pradesh will, the particular tribe people will not voice over the opinion, so that they can keep them in check, and they can say that it is our region, so that they will get all the river water, and they will be very military supreme power in that area. So that's why they are targeting Arunachal Pradesh in that area. Second one, why they are interested in Indian Ocean? So Indian Ocean is where the world energy production is taking place, and there is a crude oils are available, which is transported all over the world, and global maritime trade is happening heavily for all over the year. So that's why it's very crucial to make themselves the power of that place, so that entire world will be dependent on them. As Pacific Ocean is completely occupied by US, they are trying to occupy the Indian Ocean to be the supreme power. to US, as it is traded on the energy. It will be more when they have their power here than the US having their power in Pacific Ocean, and that's why they conquered IOR states like Pakistan, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Bangla, by giving them the low debts, and annexing the roadsides in annexing the roadsides in Sri Lanka and Pakistan, especially, so that it would be easy to cover India, not taking their stands in military power too, and also they can get all their wealth in one particular place. That is what their that is what their strategy is about, and this is not a loaded strategy, but it is a trap that they even followed in SLOC countries before, by giving low debts. They are just trying to say to the particular country that you are belonging to us, you are just our slaves, you need to accept whatever actions that you are going to carry forward in your country. So that's what their main motive is about, and because of which, by enacting, they just started all this by having their presence in Indian Ocean from 2013, where they laid a submarine in Indian Ocean from 2013 to 2012, whereas they are slowly reaching the choke points Malacca and Hamrus by constructing the port lines there. So that is why they are very interested in creating their power in Indian Ocean, whereas they strictly rejected that Indian Ocean doesn't belong to India anymore. In 1962, China-India war, China obviously win against India, where it is because of Nehru's overconfidence. China won the war, but in that defeat, India has finally structured and figured out that what were all we lacking, and after that, India had developed more military power, and we are more defense. We are having more defense power today. But there is a famous saying that in 1962, China won a war but lost a peace. And you can see that China is not only having area or water dispute or power dispute over India, but they are seriously having some insecure behavior towards India. They are not thinking India as a superpower as US. They are just saying that US is using India against China as if India is going to develop one or more nuclear power or military weapons in the upcoming generations, US will obviously fear the India's move, and they will stop their help towards India, and they will consider India as their enemy at that point. And what will India do at that time? That's why we are saying that Indians be close to us than you're getting close to some Western country, as we are here towards you. So you can see here that they are fearing not India but US. They are having insecurity that India's closeness towards US will definitely uh, break the war against them, and it is not aggravating the situation of them becoming the superpower in the world. And even Chinese medias, if we take it as a negative way, they have published all those India's downgrade caste system, how the COVID times were in India, how urines were used in India during the COVID times, and how Indian people are still backwards and underdeveloped. So these are all the things that were published in Chinese medias, as they are targeting US as India's just a weapon. So the war against India is not extremely against India, but extremely against US power. They just warning us that if you are close to us, if you are, they say that um, if you are 5 step close to us, you should be 10 step close. I mean, 10 step away from our enemy US, so that we will be friends. But we can't believe them, right? So these are all the instances that has happened in Indo-China relationships so far, and hopefully, without any strategy, if they are having the good opinion about us, we can think about the reunion of our neighboring country relationship, or else there is no matter in rethinking all those steps. And that's all for today. Thank you. Bye bye. See you in next video.